Okay. No, just
Alright,
keep rolling,
just
keep rolling.
yeah.
Hi, my name's Joshua Ho, and I'm the writer and director of Ash's Homecoming and other film projects.
Alright, 3 words to describe yourself. Ready, go.
I would say caring, because I care a lot about people. First and foremost, I would say uh, innovative, because I think you have to really go the distance. You have to invent new ways of doing things, especially on a low budget. And I would say, hmm, I would say understanding in a sense, because the story is really important to me, and understanding the characters and understanding different types of people is really important.
Okay.
I never intended to go into film. I was in marching band, so I had a big interest in music. I did photography, so I liked images and videos and media. And I was also in some high school musicals, so there was the theater aspect to it. And I guess at the end of the day, film came around because it combines all those different art forms. I think Pokemon has been a huge part of my life. I would say it's the number one thing. I've been a fan of the games and the shows since they first came out 20 years ago in 1998. I don't think I set out to make a Pokemon movie. It just so happened that an idea for a movie came up, and the characters of Pokemon just really fit into that. And I guess also when you watch the TV show, because that's what the movie's based on, there was never any resolution to the characters. The characters always have to be young, and the show's been going on for so long. Ash Ketchum can never grow up because they always need to make more episodes. So now that we've grown up in the real world, I felt like we really needed some kind of resolution. And one of the reasons why we've been able to generate the support for these projects and people getting involved and getting excited is because they are attached in some way to some of these properties. And my hope is that the story still stands up. This is the last one that I'm going to be doing that is connected to an existing property. And definitely creating original content is difficult, but I feel like I've divined a lot from what makes those properties so interesting, because we love the characters and we love the myth behind them, and so hopefully that will translate well. And now that I frankly have learned and made a lot of mistakes, hopefully moving forward with some original stuff can make that much better than it could have been had I not been able to make the mistakes. How do I identify myself? That's a very difficult question. And the one thing that seems like it would be the first thing for me to say would be filmmaker. If there's one thing I've learned over the last 5 or 6 years doing these movies, basically for free, has been that at the end of the day, it's not about the films. It is about the people. It is about the artists. It's about amazing supporters that believe in a vision, and at the end of the day are celebrating something together. So what I like about what I do and have tried to achieve is the ability to bring people together. And so for me, I think I would see myself as um, a leader, but not about me, more as in I like to build people up and try to see where we can go together. And that's really important to me, because if we don't have a good time, and if there's not the respect, and if there's not the friendship that's developed with these projects, there is no point, because no one will have a good memory of it. So that's really important to me. I think that when I was much younger in high school, and we actually knew each other back then because we were in marching band together, I certainly didn't know who I was, but I think there was something that in me that wanted to be a leader. I did want to be like a section leader in marching band. I did not get that opportunity, and so moving on from then, that's something that I've always wanted. But then it also, you learn things about what it actually means. The honest truth about what I see as my purpose in life is that I don't have the complete picture. Hopefully, I'm still young, still figuring it out. But as of today, I would say that my goal with these movies today is to try to present, both on and off screen, a world in which we see love and understanding, and compassion, because it is a really difficult time, in this country politically, and I think there's a danger of dehumanization. And we're seeing that, history kind of repeating itself. So when you watch these movies, especially with Ash's Homecoming, one of my goals was to bring a diverse cast to the screen. I know that millions of people all over the world love Pokemon, and I wanted the movie to be representative of that. It wasn't money, it wasn't personal glory, and believe it or not, it's still. I would love to get YouTube hits, but that's not necessarily the end game. All I want is for people to be able to watch this and be able to see the celebration on and off screen of diversity and acceptance. Once you start it, you can't stop it, and so it's a roller coaster ride. And when you're making the movies, it's hard. And there's times when you're like, oh God, I have a whole. And even with this post production on this movie, post production took a year. We shot this almost a year ago, but then it's really about delayed gratification. Like when you go to Disneyland, it's like we're having fun, and then day's over and you're like, okay. And right now, it's been a whole year of like, I need this done. Oh, we gotta get the voiceovers. Oh, we gotta all these animations. Oh no, all the VFX. And then, but here's the thing, the gratification from these movies goes beyond just that initial burst. So if you want to do something cool and special, it's not going to be easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. If it was just going to Disneyland, everyone does go to Disneyland. So if you want to do something interesting and different, you have to accept that it's not going to be easy. You have to accept that you're going to go through the difficulty. And I think accepting that's probably the best thing you can do in terms of working towards like even personal happiness, is accepting the fact that in order to get where you want to go, it's going to be tough. To describe myself, again, with 3 words, I guess I would say learner, because when you're trying to do entrepreneurial, and that's what this is, you really have to open every door. You have to go around, you have to overcome every obstacle. You have to be willing to jump over every wall. I'm always learning. I'm always seeking to find how do we overcome the next hurdle. Like this movie presented the challenge of animation. So how do you do animation? And who knows how to do it? And who knows who knows how to do it? I would say nonconformist too, because at least, having a little bit of an Asian influence, there's a lot of standards, like making money. That's maybe that's more of a universal thing. I've had to be comfortable with not making a steady income for the last number of years to do this, to pull this off. And also being okay with putting myself out there and not conform. You have to rally the people. You can't just be polite. You can't just be quiet. You do have to get yourself out there. And I think if there was another word, it'd probably be trustworthy. And I'm not saying I'm trustworthy. I'm saying I want to strive to be that. Because if there's anything I've learned from making these movies, is it's a huge operation. And that trust has to be there. You're asking people to be there for you, and you're asking them to do things for you, and you need those people to do it. Otherwise, the house falls apart. If we try to bring like 100 people to set at the same time on the same day and to achieve the same thing, and one person's not there, the makeup person's not there, that's a hole. And in turn, I worked on so many films that were never completed. Even films I just worked on last year, possibly never will see. So when you ask people to work hard and possibly even work for free or for low wage, you have to be the best leader, you have to be responsible. And then Ash's Homecoming, I hope that you will watch that. It's coming out online on August 8th, so 8/8/18. Wow, super planned, super special date. we'll have a live premiere the day before on the 7th. If you go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Ashes Homecoming, you will find all the event details for our premiere in Santa Ana, California, for free. So I hope you will come out. And it's really just going to be a celebration of literally over 100 artists who have come together once again, and several hundred contributors who've made this thing happen. So I'm, at the end of the day, if I had to say one last thing, is that I'm always grateful. I've had the opportunity to do 3 pretty big little movie epics, and even if this is the last chance I get to do this, my way at least, I will be grateful. I will be extremely grateful, and I hope that shows.
Awesome.